So, namaste everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to explain step by step how we can use the Jagannath Hora application to check our birth details and horoscope chart. Because many people know about this software, but they get confused about how to enter the birth details and how to read the chart properly. So, I'm going to tell you in this video. So, for that, firstly, you need to download the Jagannath Hora software, and it is absolutely free and easily available online. So after, like, once you install and open the application, the first screen you will see will ask for the birth details. So let me just show it on the screen for you. So now this is the Jagannath Hora application screen you can see in here, and there are various options you can see, which is file, edit mode, view, preferences, website, more menu, and the help. So for that, to view the birth details, we have to get into edit section and then birth data, and then we have to enter the details. So let's take any example, which is I'm going to take. And then the time according to what you think, and um okay, and this will be PM, and then we have to enter the gender details, which is male, and then city name. Okay, the city name, I'm putting Stafford, United Kingdom, and rest of the world you have to click, and in here you have to you will get the option of UK. If you scroll down, where is UK? Yeah, here you got the detail of this thing, and then enter. So you have to always click this rest of the world, otherwise it will not capture the proper details, which is longitude, latitude, and altitude of the place. And because this is very important part of putting or editing the birth details in your Jagannath Hora application. And once you do this, you have to only just click OK, and you will get the birth chart here. So when you are seeing this whole screen, this is basically your D1 chart. So D1 chart basically tells you about the whole history or the past and the future of your life. And D9 is basically, these are the divisional chart which we can see in here. D10 is your career chart, what the person is going to do in his career, what sort of career he is going to choose in his life, and what are the hurdles and what are the supports he or she is going to get in the life. So in this chart, you can see that there are 12 houses, which is bhavas, and each houses are going to represent the different area of life, such as career, family, relationship, and so now think of the planet as a people, okay? And each planet is like a person with a certain nature and role. So in here, I can see that Saturn is basically placed in the seventh house, but in the sign of Aries. So what Saturn will do is, Saturn here brings the maturity, responsibility, and karmic lessons in the relationship. And it's related to seventh house, so mainly it will be related to marriage and partnership. We can also say that such a person, husbands or a wife, may be disciplined, serious, or maybe older, or someone who teaches them with patience and responsibility to the marriage. So this could be the scenario which we can think definitely from this whole placement of Saturn sitting in the seventh house, but in the sign of Aries. Now going ahead with if I see that Mars is basically placed in the ninth house of this birth chart, but it is in the Gemini sign with Venus and Sun. So I'm just going to tell you about Mars in Gemini in the ninth house only, because ninth house is the house of teachers, gurus, and father as well. So what this exactly going to do is, and it's also the house of higher wisdom, long travelings as well. So Mars in Gemini gives the energy to communicate ideas and the moment. So if I have to give the clarification and the statement according to this whole placement, then the person's father or the guru may love traveling, exploring new places, speaking, teaching, and doing many tasks at once. That is multitasking. So definitely with this Mars in the ninth house, in the sign of Gemini, we have to take everything into consideration before doing any predictions is going to represent. So you can see that there are houses
12
are going to
houses
represent.
in
So
here,
I'm just going to
and
tell you what these 12 houses are going to represent. So the first house is like a mirror. Okay, so this first house is like a mirror. It's basically the self, and it represents you and your body, your personality, your health, your appearance, and how the world sees you in that manner. And then what happens is that the planet sitting here mainly shows you how you express yourself to the others. So, whatever planet sits here will represent how you're going to express to the world. Then, moving ahead to the second house, which is the house of family and wealth. So, second house is your family, early upbringing, and the speech and savings as well. Whatever savings you have, you can see it properly in the second house. And it shows how you earn money and how you're going to speak and what are the kind of support you will get from your family members and all. So, whatever planet is going to sit in the second house will definitely support you, or maybe it can give you problems related to that house. And then moving ahead with the third house, which is a house of communication, then courage. And the third house mainly is about younger siblings, that is brother, sister, and it also shows your courage, your communication skills, and your other skills which you have built. So, yeah, this is the third house. And what happens is that whatever planet sits in here, it basically shows how brave you are in taking steps and in life, and how you're going to connect with others through your writing and through your speaking and through your media skills. And then going ahead with the fourth house, which is a house of home and emotions. And the house mainly represents your home, your property, and your inner peace. And it is mainly your emotional foundation, whatever emotional foundations you have and built. And it shows how stable, secure, and secure you feel from inside. Those things will be represented from your fourth house. And then going ahead with the fifth house, which basically is this is the fifth house, which is all about creativity, intelligence, romance, and children. And it also shows whatever planet is sitting in here. It shows that um, how much joy you will get from hobbies, learnings, and love matters. So in here, Ketu is sitting. So definitely, this person is detached from these areas, and maybe because he has learned these whole lessons in his past life. So now this Ketu is saying it to him to get detached from whatever he's having related to these areas. And then going ahead with the sixth house, which is a house of service and challenges. So the sixth house represents the service, daily work, health issues, and the enemies. This is mainly the house. And the whichever planet sits here, shows what kind of challenges you're going to face in daily life and how you're going to deal with them. So yeah, this is about the sixth house, and then moving ahead with the seventh house in here. So seventh house is the house of marriage and partnership and public dealing and as well. And it shows mainly that the type of what sort of a spouse the person will get, or the partner you are attracted to, and how you connect with people one to one, because this is also the house of public dealing. Okay, and then going ahead with the transformation house, which is one of my favorite house, this house. So this is mainly the transformation and mystery houses, and it represents certain events, accidents, inheritance, and transformation and the spirituality. So if this eighth house is very much powerful in somebody's chart, the person will be very much spiritual, and he or she could get a lot of inheritance from his family. And the planet here mainly creates both kind of challenges, and also the deep wisdom is also related to this house. Now going ahead with the ninth house, which is the house of fortune and dharma. And so ninth house mainly is the house of fortune, dharma, long journey, and higher learnings, which basically it shows your luck, blessings from guru, and your spiritual path. So these all aspects you can see from the ninth house of the person's birth chart. And then going ahead with a very important house, which is career and status. So the 10th house mainly represents your career, reputation, and authority and recognition in the society. Now going ahead with the gain and the networking house, which is the 11th house. Here is the 11th house. So the 11th house is a house of income and gains, friends, and networks. And it also shows the reward you get in life and your ambitions and your social circle. And now we are going to move ahead with the 12th and the last house, which is the house of liberation and spirituality. So the 12th house is all about expenses, foreign land, isolation, and spirituality. It can also show your losses and about your final liberation and the connections with the divine. So whatever planet is sitting in this house will always help you in liberating your body from the whole materialistic world. And yeah, this is all about the 12 houses which you can see. So this was a simple step-by-step guide on how to check birth details and chart using Jagannath Hora application. And in my upcoming video, I'm going to explain how to analyze different houses and planetary placement in detail. So if you like my video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more astrology tutorials. And also for the personal consultation, you can contact me at savithalifestyle@gmail.com. So thank you so much and have a nice day.